What's up? My name is Jack Murphy, and this is the 30-second dividend income report video where I go over what stocks are paying me dividends, my best and worst performers, and what stocks I've been buying and selling. So I'm going to get right into it with the portfolio performance first. And if we look at Charles Schwab, I did not do well this month. I got about a negative 0.45% return as of recording, and the S&P 500 did about a positive 0.96%. The Dow Jones was around a negative 0.36%, which was still a little better than me. And then the NASDAQ was up like 2.3%, much better than me. So overall, not a great month, but we are accumulating stuff that I think will be good long term. The data is not in yet, but on Halloween, the stock market kind of had a big hit, and my portfolio not as much, so that will lessen the gap between the two, which is also good for me. Going over to my best and worst performers, it is pretty split. We'll start with my three best performers. The third best being JP Morgan at a positive 6.91% return. Then Altria Group had about a positive 7.21% return because some of their non-smoking products are doing really well. And Texas Roadhouse was the top performer in my portfolio this month at a positive 8.07% return. The second and third worst performers in my portfolio were Procter & Gamble and Realty Income, both around a negative 5% return. But the clear elephant in the room is Regeneron at a near negative 20% return, and that is because their earnings came out. One of their drugs, Eylea HD, it underperformed the expected sales, which I think hurt it a lot, and they still have that lawsuit legal battle going on with Amgen over the Eylea knockoff drug, I'm forgetting the word, but their version of Eylea. So that is also hurting the stock price right now, but I'll talk about that more at the end of the video. Sorry, just turned the fan off. That was possibly messing up the audio. But now let's go over to the dividend payments, and not a lot of payments this month, but still not too bad. On the 10th of October, I got a $9.51 dividend payment from Altria Group. And on the 15th, I got my two monthly payers. Main Street Capital, I got about $1.73. And Realty Income, I got about $3.82. And it hasn't hit yet, but I also have a $2.97 dividend payment from JP Morgan. So that will bring the monthly dividend payments to $18.03. So this brings my total for October to $18.03. The new monthly average in the portfolio is at $21.89. And the new 12-month total, if I were to not touch anything in the portfolio, is $262.66. So dividend stats are looking good. If we compare my dividends now to last October, where I got $12.22, I have about a 48% increase in dividends from last October. So pretty good there too. If we look at my contributions this month, I just did $200 into Regeneron because the price has been going down and I want to accumulate more. So simple, $200 into the portfolio, all that into Regeneron. And I'll talk about it more at the end of the video, like I said before, but I am probably going to be buying more Regeneron this month as well. But before we go into that, I'm going to go over my dividend payments for November, and then I'll talk about my game plan for November, and I'll go over some of my thoughts on Regeneron as well. So November is going to be the lowest month I get for dividend payments in a while. This is because of that recomposition. I kind of offset some of my dividends, so it's a little heavier other months and a little weaker other months. So November is going to be around $11. I'm going to get a dividend payment from Lowe's of about $1.12. And then on the 15th, I got three dividend payments. Main Street Capital, another monthly, the $1.73. Realty Income, $3.83. And then a non-monthly, Procter & Gamble, about $1.16. And at the end of the month, I'll get a payment from Starbucks of about $3.53. So pretty simple month, nothing too crazy. But now let's talk about my game plan for November and what I think I will be investing in. And once again, I'm going to be talking about Regeneron just because it has gone down so significantly in price right around the time I started buying it. And this is mainly because of that legal battle from Amgen, where they are trying to, decide where Amgen is, kind of copying Eylea, and there's, disputes over the patent because the patent is like ending. So that might hurt Regeneron's chances. Doesn't necessarily mean they lose the legal battle. I'm just saying it might hurt their chances. But they have this new drug, Eylea HD, which is a higher dose, better version of the drug, and this patent lasts until, don't quote me on this, 2037. So plenty of years on that patent, and the sales are probably going to recuperate the lost sales from Eylea. So I'm not worried about it for that reason. And also, if the legal battle does continue, Amgen is taking significant risk going through all this because they could still lose. They would have to, lose a ton of money on all the legal fees, the payouts to Regeneron, and then Regeneron would recuperate a lot of their lost sales. So that would also, offset all of this damage that's been done. That's a very oversimplification of the scenario and possible solutions, because that might not happen. I might be wrong. But that's just my thought process. Even with this even if they lose these sales for Eylea, they still have HD, and they have a whole other set of drugs that are very good. They have a bunch of new good drugs coming out that will increase sales. So long term, this isn't really an issue. This is more of a short term issue that's having an extreme effect on the stock price. But in my mind, it's an overreaction. I think it's a good time to pick up more. I don't like to do this 2 months in a row, but I'm probably going to put all $200 I contribute this month into Regeneron again, just because I don't know when I'll get a chance to buy at this price again. And because I've talked about this so much and it's my biggest single stock position, if you'd be interested in a whole video about Regeneron and my long-term visions for it, comment that. I don't normally like to do videos about a single stock because then people might buy that stock without doing their own research, and I don't like promoting that. But if you guys would want to see that and you wouldn't blindly buy the stock just because I did, comment and I will consider making that video as well. That is all I really have for today, so thank you for watching. If you want to see me talk about Regeneron in some other videos, here are two I do that in. But that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Peace.